we got Andrew Tate speech. How to fix every problem in the world. What do you think this video is going to be about? Or what is he going to talk about in general?
I don't know, honestly, because like we've watched a lot of these videos, and like sometimes it'll say something, but he'll get into something that's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
But this was recommended by a subscriber. This is the second recommended video that we're reacting to today. So I don't know. You want to just get into it and see what he's saying?
Yeah, that's a nice ass car.
Yeah, the Bugatti's fire. All right, 3, 2, 1. See that watch?
I guarantee you don't walk around your house with a sword because you're not a command.
That's the type of the surveillance I want in my house as well. That's exactly what I want. I want to see every fucking crevice of my house at all times.
Every dude coming trying to sneak crevice. In. Dude, you see how many cars he has in the security camera though?
Yeah.
You see the Ferrari.
He's got 3. He's got 3. He's got 2 in a garage and the I think that's a Lamborghini outside.
I wonder how much money that security system cost.
Jeez, yeah, that's probably a lot.
I'm a commander. You know, like when you command the troops into battle. That's me. That's how I live my life. So I walk around my house with a sword. And I make threats, like old school threats, like one of the musketeers. I will run you through. Or I challenge men to duels. And they're like, oh, we can't duel, I don't have a sword. You're a full-grown man, you ain't got a sword. So I'll walk around with a sword.
Yeah, we gotta get a sword.
Because I'm unconventional. I do not comply. The world at large has told you, watch Netflix, eat the bugs, watch Disney, don't have a sword, don't walk around with a sword. That's what they want you to do. Don't you understand? This is an act of rebellion. Like all of my life is an act of rebellion. I'm that guy who does whatever he wants.
Nice sword.
Look at that knife on the table.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was looking at the sword.
That knife is crispy.
Yeah.
Shit.
I saw a TikTok. Apparently, Andrew Tate has like
right now
in his closet. There's like a bunch of guns. I think I showed you before.
Oh yeah, I saw.
He has like an AK,
He's got a bunch
2
of guns.
AKs,
He's got a whole arsenal.
A whole arsenal of guns.
Yeah, he's chilling on that.
Shit. Yeah.
I got straps in my wardrobe, bro. Look in the wardrobe. Show the wardrobe. What suit am I gonna wear? What fucking gun? We're on the G like that. I'm gonna say right here in case the police roll up. You're not allowed guns in the ring. But you are allowed guns in your shooting range. So I had to get my house registered as a shooting range. Bro, you don't know me. You're not allowed guns. There's a shooting range over there. Well, there's a shooting range. I'm a shooting range.
A cigar. Am I allowed to smoke on YouTube?
Yeah.
Sorry. Did I just ask YouTube for fucking permission to smoke in my own house?
Do what you want, Tate.
I do what I want. Here's a funny story. After I got past 100K subs, I applied to get my plaque, and they said no. YouTube said I'm not allowed one. Why? Too sexy? Too funny? Too cool? Who knows? So I'm just go through my pockets. It's hard to find my cigars amongst all the money.
What currency is that? You think that's Romanian currency?
I think it's Romanian, yeah. Because they don't do euros down there.
No, yeah, they don't.
It's probably making a bit of noise on the microphone, but I do what I want.
That shit looks nice.
If you're unhappy with it, if you're unhappy with waiting for me to light a cigar, then leave the channel.
America's shitty ass just green shit.
I don't give a fuck about you. You're a peasant. You're a peon. You're a brokey. I do as I please. And as a man who does whatever he pleases, I've analyzed the entire earth, all of it,
We need to start wearing shades.
and realized all of the world's problems. I've worked it out. I've deciphered.
In the next video, we're coming in with the leather
Jackets.
we'll have fucking.
I got a leather jacket.
We'll get strapped up. We'll have the shades. We're gonna be Tate lookalikes. We'll even shave all our hair off too, just for the occasion.
Hell, no, not yet. When I'm his age, I'll probably.
Dude, we should be Tate for Halloween.
Get the ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a ball cap.
Yeah, we
I'll
got
get a
to.
ball cap.
We have to.
I'm about to tell you the root cause of every single problem in the world. So buckle the fuck up. Because just like every other Tate speech, you're going to be sitting there going, no way. And then by the end of it, you go, you know what? He might be right. But I'm always right. So,
Yeah, that's a nice lighter.
the root cause of all of the world's problems is basically that there's not enough men who walk around their houses with swords. There's not enough men like me who do whatever they want. Because we live in a time.
He just might be on to something.
The analogy is funny though, just to put it like that.
I mean, seriously, if we were to walk around strapped up, we'd probably be less what's it called?
I don't think he's saying like that. I think he's just saying just be more free.
Be more free, yeah.
Yeah, be more free and not listen to the world's bullshit. Like of what they say you can and can't do.
Girls are always saying there's a lack of like masculine men in the world. So I don't know. That kind of contradicts what we were talking about in the last video, but but yeah. I mean, he's talking about swords though, so.
Time where the powers that be manipulate females through their emotionality to control weak men and control society. I want to say something here, and I hope this video doesn't get taken down for sexism, because I have a lot of love for females. Females are extremely important. They procreate, they create life. Females are beautiful, and they're kind-hearted. And I have nothing against women as a whole. In fact, I have a bunch of women.
He's always had one of those
so I like women. But females, let me get my...
That reminds me of like, I think it was Peter Griffin when he got called sexist and he's like, I bet I can name more porn stars than you.
Oh.
My wording correct here. Females.
Have you had a cigar before?
Yeah.
Are they good?
Yeah.
Are barely sentient.
It's not
Even the good ones. In fact, especially the good ones. You're a good female. You grow up, you listen to your father. Till you're about a teenager. Then once you're a teenager, you start watching the Disney Channel and Netflix. Then you listen to society. Start to break the rules, be a bit of a rebel. Now you listen to society. Then you meet a man. Now that's one of two men. He's either a strong-framed man or a weak-framed man. If he's a weak-framed man, you keep society's ideas. If he's a strong-framed man, you now adopt all the ideas of your man. Because any girl who's with a real G, they agree with his political stance, they agree with his music choice. As soon as they're with a man they love what he loves, right? Then they have children. What do they do with the children? They sit around and talk gobbledygook. Do, 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 do. And then they die. And the point is, when I say barely sentient, is that the female's entire life process from head to toe, she never really thinks for herself. Like the reason I became so successful, the reason I'm so fantastic, is because of my perspicacity.
I did not think he was going here with the video.
No.
But what do you think so far about what he's saying? I don't know how this video wasn't taken down already, because YouTube just be like taking down shit like this left and right, but...
I don't get why they do that shit, why they be taking down shit.
Yeah.
The reason you want to like learn shit is for this reason. You got to hear all the points of views.
Yeah. But what do you think, though, about the point he just made about how females are barely sentient? I think that's what he said.
And they don't have like a point, like they don't have their own likes.
You gotta watch what you say here. You might have those Tate fans in the comments.
Like I agree to an extent, but I agree with him. That
Okay.
I mean, most women when they do get married, they do
Agree with
what the
framed man,
yeah,
whatever? Yeah.
they
Alright.
they stick with their man. They don't like.
Yeah.
You'll never see like a real like an alpha male or like a guy with like his wife just not do what they like together, and she just stays at home.
That's
all the
actually
time.
true though. Like a lot of women who like hate sports, they
still go to the sports
they'll
games.
to
They'll
the
still
sports
go.
Game, they'll start watching soccer.
They'll still go to the
start watching
movies with you. They'll
basketball.
still go
Yeah.
watch you play. They'll do whatever you want to do.
I feel like that
if
kind of
you're
works.
in that
kind of
status.
works both ways, but more on the female side though.
Yeah.
Like if you got a girl and she likes
Yeah,
a certain
like
food,
if
you might start
if
liking that
you're
food
of
as
that
well.
high class male, you're not going to her nail salon.
Exactly.
You're not going to her what's it called? Her aunt's christening, like.
Yeah.
Not aunt's christening, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
not going to some random shit. They're going to like the most important stuff, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
While the female might go to majority or 60% of events that he partakes in.
Yeah, that's true.
My favorite word. My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor.
I told you this kid is dangerous! What a crunching shot!
Gone.
I pay attention. I sit there and I analyze and I come to my own conclusions. I don't believe the conclusion of the news. And I'm also not automatically anti what the news says. I analyze the chessboard and I decide which move is best. I'm perspicacious.
hold on,
Females don't do
What's
that.
wrong? There's 6 cars. Look, I didn't see the ones on top. See those 3?
Oh yeah.
There's
I saw
3
that
in the
earlier.
front. Yeah, you were right.
Yeah. But you know what he just said? He says he's not automatically anti-news. You know those motherfuckers who are always talking about how I don't watch the news anymore. I feel like you're extremely low IQ if you don't watch the news anymore. Why not watch it and just analyze it for yourself? Don't take their
I barely
perspective.
watch it because
Don't
it's just a headache sometimes.
Yeah.
With some of the shit that comes on.
Just
there.
don't throw on CNN. Don't throw on BBC. Turn on.
I don't
an
think
news source.
I don't think watching the news really partakes what happens. I think reading it.
Yeah.
If you go in the news, and everyone who ever watches the news should always two sources, a really right viewpoint, and a really left viewpoint. So
Yeah.
you
A
see both
lot
sides.
of people our age just get their news from Shade Room. And just take it as the end all be all off of Shade Room with their fucking bullshit, bro. That shit is funny.
Yeah, but if you find both sources that are different points of views, and you look at it in a neutral viewpoint, you know what's right and wrong. If you look at it in a one-sided viewpoint, you only get the one side. Of course, you're gonna think that one side is right.
Yeah,
That's what's wrong with a lot of people in America. They just don't take both viewpoints.
exactly. The first thing they'll ask you: are you Democrat or are you Republican?
Oh,
They
you're
don't- they don't
Republican?
even
Don't
think-
talk to me.
They don't even think you could be in the middle, or they don't even think you could.
You
Just
can't
not
be in the middle. You
identify.
can't be neutral. You can't be Green Party
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That. Females grow up listening to their parents. Then they get in some friendship group where they start watching TV. And they believe what society tells them to believe. And they either keep those beliefs or they throw them away when they meet a man they like. Then they talk gobbledygook, doop, 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 and then they die. Females don't have independent thought. They don't come up with anything. They're just empty vessels waiting for someone else to install the programming. Ching! And then they become conservative, liberal, feminist, whatever. Right? So the problem we're facing in the world today is very simple. Because not enough men walk around with swords in their mansions wearing diamond watches, we have a whole bunch of weak-framed men. And society as a whole, the mass media and the propaganda machine, uses emotional triggers to control females.
Dude, that is
Doesn't matter what it is.
I need to know where you got that from. But what
Do you think there could be a society with all high-class males?
all high class males?
Yeah.
No.
No.
In order for them to be high class males, there has to be low class males.
Yeah, that's
and
what
there
I'm
has
saying.
to be a lot of them.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's the reason for a high-class male, is
Exactly.
short percentage.
I think he's just saying.
I know he's not saying that point.
Not in terms of like resources. He's just saying in terms of like your frame and your beliefs.
Yeah.
And like to have like he's basically saying if everybody was to walk around with swords, they'd feel more empowered. They'd have.
I was
more
just thinking
of
about
a masculine.
I was just thinking
viewpoint.
about in a point where Tate just really blows up and just catches the minds of like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Imagine if a lot of people got that mentality and started putting that to their game. You think a high value man could grow, or is the percentage still stays the same?
I don't know.
Gotcha,
I think it would
bitch.
stay the same, to be honest.
Fresh and fit shit.
Yeah, I think it
I
would
want
stay the
that
same.
shit. Stay the same?
I think it would stay the same. Yeah.
I think I'd grow a little bit.
I feel like people
Really
who don't already have that mindset, they're too far gone for the most part.
But yeah, I think you.
Because
Can,
I mean, getting resources doesn't automatically make you a high value man.
No. It's
Like,
the
Jeff
it's
Bezos
the
is
it's the
prime
actions
example of
towards
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the actions towards it.
exactly. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think a lot of people have that mentality, especially when finding like I bet Andrew's attracted to a lot of girls,
Yeah.
and he's probably had to say like, "Fuck you" to a lot of girls, "Get the fuck out of my house," and that's where that mentality comes. Where like a guy who's not built for that, he can't say "Get the fuck out of my house" to a girl like he's attracted to and likes.
Yeah.
He just sleeps it off and waits till the next day and get caught in the loop. But
Yeah.
where Andrew can do what he wants and throw anyone out of his crib.
Yeah, I mean, you naturally have that mindset if you're talking to a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
If, like, you finally find one and you're trying to, like, hold on to it, that's where that mindset comes from, I think.
Be afraid. Be afraid. Wear your mask. Be afraid. Okay. Emotion. They use emotion because females are susceptible to emotion. And then what happens is, instead of their man correcting them, because their man doesn't carry a sword, he agrees with them, hoping to get a little bit of pussy. So the chick, she watches the news. Like, you're a man, right? You're a man. You're out there, you're going to work, blah, blah, blah. They announce on the news there's this new deadly contagion. You don't give a shit. You're going to work. You got work to do. You don't care. Your chick's at home, she's watching CNN. Oh my God, a new disease, da da da. When you come home and she talks about this disease, what you should do, smoke break.
Wait, what's the smoking age here? You can't smoke cigars until...
Sorry, there's a plane flying over my house and you can hear it because my roof's made of glass. Because my house is a convertible, like my supercars. I could move the camera to show you, but you're just gonna have to trust me. I have a glass roof, because I'm a G. So what should happen is, what happens with me, let me give you an example, what happens with me? I come home, my four wives are sitting there.
I heard a TikTok of why Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate smoke cigars. Apparently it raises testosterone.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know the science behind that, but that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is.
They've seen on the news there's a new deadly contagion. Andrew, you need to wear a new deadly contagion. I pick up my sword. I am the commander of this house. I decide if there's a contagion. I decide what I do. Be quiet. Cook. Shh. What most men do, praying to get a little sniff of puss, is they sit there and go, really, baby? Oh, really, baby? Did you watch the news today? What did you find out, baby? Really? There's contagion? Can we have sex this week? No, not this week? Okay. Next week?
So many people get mad at Andrew Tate. They'll hear this and they'll realize he's targeting them. He's like, nah. He's misogynistic. He's the worst man in the world because they feel like they're getting targeted and they can't take criticism. That's crazy. What do you think?
Andrew Tate's special. He's always. I like that he's extreme about his viewpoint. He believes what he believes, but he likes extending it to a. Because if you just say what you want, say what you believe, people take it, and then they come back with criticism. But if you say it in the way he says, you're already gonna get that criticism.
Exactly.
But you have that backfall.
Yeah.
And you know what you believe.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Tate's a fresh air. You don't hear this anywhere except for here.
No, I don't hear this. It's good to hear someone that just says what they believe and not scared and not they don't really care. They just do what they think is right.
Yeah.
And he's not breaking the law. He's not really being misogynistic in my opinion.
Yeah. He's just speaking his mind.
Maybe next week? Okay, not next week. Okay, yeah, carry on, yeah. Contagion, yeah. I agree. Will we ever have sex again? No? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll wear them. You're right. We should err on the side of caution. Because all these men don't carry swords around. Then the men adopt the thinking of the female. And the female has been emotionally manipulated because females are barely sentient. And that's how you get all of the problems in the world today. Name an issue. Name a problem. It's all mass manipulation. There's not a problem you can find that doesn't start with an emotional manipulation ploy aimed at females and weak-framed men desperate to sniff a bit of puss, compliant. I guarantee you, and when I say guarantee, please understand, I'm giving you my word as a gentleman. I carry a sword. My word as a gentleman is worth dueling over. It means something. If every man in the world walked around his house with a sword, just intrinsically you'd be less likely to listen. You got your sword, your wife starts talking, you're like,
I mean,
shut up.
in general, when you're out at night, when you have like a pocket knife or some shit, you feel more like nobody can do anything to you, right?
Yeah.
So I get his point is valid, like, but maybe not a sword. Not a sword, but I mean, that is a nice sword though.
She's got a sword.
The sword.
I'm saying you have to hurt them, but it's just something about the sword makes you less likely to just listen to shit.
You can't be that.
If every man on earth walked around with a sword, then when the females who have been emotionally manipulated try and manipulate the men won't listen. That will make the female have more respect for the man. The frame will change. The female's mind will start to naturally align with the worldview of the male. And most of the issues of the world, when it comes to liberalism or any of this crazy shit, you can name anything, would basically go away. We can fix this. It can all be fixed. You just need to carry a sword around your house. That's all you gotta do.
That's all you gotta do.
And then all the emotional ploys, it won't work. You're a full-grown man, you're sitting there, you're watching the news.
Ends, we're ordering one off of Amazon.
They're saying something, whatever they're saying. It's good that you don't eat meat, climate change, and you're sitting there with a sword. That's what I do. Climate change, don't eat meat. Fuck off. Tell me what to do. I eat what I fucking want. I got a sword. You ain't telling me what to do. You sit there without a sword. This is you. No cigar, no sword, nothing. Is that you? That life you live? That's who you want to be as a man? Please understand that the propaganda machine uses emotional manipulation because females are susceptible to it. Then they've weakened males on purpose. They've weakened you so that when the female gives her opinions, which are not original, they're not well thought through, they're not perspicaciously derived. No, they were told to her by a manipulative machine, which is interested in creating slaves. And when she repeats those opinions to you, you sit there and go, yeah, okay. Well, you know, you said we would have sex last month. Do better. And stage one, the first step to fixing Earth and fixing your miserable life is to walk around your house with a sword.
What do you think about that video?
That was a good video.
Obviously, it's a little bit of a joke, but there's some truth to it.
That's why I like his videos now.
Yeah.
Realizing that it's all a joke of something that he believes in.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely believes that he doesn't walk around the house with his sword every single day. But he goes around the house with the mentality of having a sword in his hand.
You know,
that his girl's not gonna tell him what to do.
Yeah.
Because he pretends like he has that sword in his hand even when he doesn't. Yeah. It's just it's that mentality of
Ooh,
knowing.
look at that IQ right there.
Yeah.
That's a good take. But you know, I always did want to have a sword in my house though.
Yeah.
Like for real, I
want a fucking katana. That shit would
be dope as hell. Like Michonne from The Walking Dead, bro. I gotta insert a photo of her.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, let us know if you enjoyed this video. We had some people in the comments telling us to be a little bit more reactive, so we tried our best in this video. We're still learning YouTube and shit. We only had 10 reactions up, maybe a little bit more now.
Like 12 or
12 reactions, so we're still learning like the ins and outs.
This summer, shit's gonna be coming out
every day.
Every day.
Yep. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.